You're watching East Tennessee Weather, powered by Rusty Wallace Automotive Group.
And good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Today's Live is sponsored by Jiffy Lube Multi-Care. Have you actually had your car serviced lately? Well, Jiffy Lube Knoxville is your one-stop destination for automotive care with 9 convenient locations around the area from Knoxville to Clinton and Maryville. They're here to keep your ride running smoothly, my friends. Whether it's a routine oil change, tire maintenance, or comprehensive inspection, they've got you covered. Trust them to provide reliable and efficient service for your car or truck today. Jiffy Lube Knoxville, keeping you on the move. Drive in today and mention Witcher for a $20 discount on your next service. And check them out online. JiffyLubeKnoxville.com is the sponsor of Wake Up with Witcher as we wrap up this work week. And boy, what a rainy start to the day it is, my friends. That's a live look at the radar here this morning. And you can definitely see that we've got a batch of some moderate to heavy rainfall. Just saw some here at the house as well. And those continue to push their way into Monroe, Blount, and also Sevier County. So if you're joining us from Maryville, travel Pellissippi Parkway, you're going to run into some decent amount of rain. How about Alcoa Highway? Some decent to moderate heavy rainfall to start the day. But notice it's tracking its way to the south and southeast. And as it does so, this rain will eventually move its way on out, leaving us with more sunshine throughout the day today and some quieter weather conditions. So we do have that going for us here throughout the afternoon hours before maybe another chance for a little bit more activity works its way back into the area. Let's show you what it looks like from a live look there in Sevierville here this morning. You can see the overcast gray skies. Cool cloud coverage banked up against the Smokies here this morning. These clouds continue to zip their way to the south and southeast, and that's really going to be the story. But when you look at the rainfall over the last 6 hours, look how much rainfall we saw across the Northern Valley, the Northern Plateau, from Fentress to Cumberland, Scott to Campbell, and also into Claiborne County. And now this morning, we're tracking in that little batch of rain that's sliding its way to the south and southeast. But rainfall amounts over the last 24 hours, as the rain started late last night and through the overnight hours, we picked up over an inch, almost an inch and a half of rain in Scott County last night. An inch and a quarter in Maynardville, Union County, La Follette picking up about an inch and a quarter as well. So over an inch of rain north of Interstate 40. Right along Interstate 40, we picked up anywhere from, say 4/10 to almost 6/10 of an inch of rain. And across the Southern Valley, less rain out there this morning. But a live look there across the mountains of East Tennessee. This is a live look from Look Rock. That's a cool shot this morning. I love when you see the rolling clouds banked up into the valleys of the Smoky Mountains. Is that not just a gorgeous view? How about this one coming in from Purchase Knob? Another great view of those low clouds and some mid to high level clouds hanging out with us at this hour. And also into Newfound Gap, we continue to see overcast gray skies and some light rain showers across parts of the mountain counties. And that's really going to be the story here this morning. But as I mentioned, we'll see improving weather conditions. So here are your weather headlines as we get the day started. Increase in sunshine today. It's going to be on the warmer side. Enjoy it. Friday, today is going to be a nice afternoon, despite the soggy conditions that we have out there this morning. The only caveat is, I think as we get past about 3 to about 5 o'clock today, we do have a chance for a couple of spotty, stray showers to roll their way with the northwesterly flow and a few more afternoon clouds. But again, mostly sunny skies is going to be the story. I say enjoy it because look at tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a chilly day around East Tennessee as we continue to track in some colder air that's going to work its way on into the area. That's going to produce some light rain showers and, yes, my friends, even some light snow showers, but not in the valley, just in the higher elevations. Sunshine and warmer temperatures return on Sunday. Very warm weather returns next week. And also a chance for possible strong to severe thunderstorms Wednesday or maybe even Thursday timeframe. So we'll be highlighting that here this morning. Stick with me. I've got not just your weekend forecast, not just your Friday forecast, but we're highlighting what we can anticipate possibly next week. Yes, it is almost severe weather season. Remember, Severe Weather Awareness Week starts on Sunday. And lo and behold, we have a chance for maybe some strong thunderstorms next Wednesday around the region. Live look at the interstate system this morning. Don't know why it's half screen, but there it is. That's a live look there at 40 in West Hills, and you can see some soggy conditions on the interstate at this hour. So good morning. Happy Friday. How was it yesterday? It was a bit on the windy side yesterday, wasn't it? The wind has finally relaxed, but again, breezy today, and the wind will be breezier, I should say, throughout the day tomorrow. Let's go and get everyone out there on the roads here this morning as we check in on your weather maps here this morning. We're a little bit cooler across Fentress and Scott County, about 4 to 7 degrees cooler than what we were yesterday morning, but everyone else, generally speaking, about 10 degrees warmer than yesterday morning. So when you look at the numbers, it's actually pretty nice and mild out there. We've got temps in the 40s, even 50s, so that's why it's all liquid precipitation. No snow out there this morning, just some moderate showers working their way along Interstate 75, Interstate 40, and into the mountain counties. All right, here's your forecast for the day today. We're going to see increasing sunshine. Lunchtime is going to be pretty nice. We're going to be in the mid-50s. Forecast highs today will top out in the low 60s. Again, we'll see another batch of clouds roll their way in as we get into the afternoon and early evening hours. I'll show you that futurecast here in a moment. Yesterday, the winds were gusting anywhere from 25 to 35 miles per hour. Today, not the case, but still a little bit of a breeze. Winds will be gusting to about 10 to 15, maybe pockets of 20 miles per hour at times. And that really should be about the extent of it. But temperatures, again, are going to warm nicely back into the 50s and 60s. That's above average by nearly 10 degrees, and that's going to make for a nice evening. Do you have dinner plans here tonight? What are your plans tonight and for the upcoming weekend? Let me know in the chat. And if you're joining us on Roku or Amazon Fire, remember, open social media, and you can join on the chat here this morning. We'll jump to the chat after the forecast. 58 degrees by 6 o'clock tonight, down into the low 50s by 8. And by 10 o'clock, not bad. We're at 47 degrees. Now let's show you what our futurecast looks like. So this morning's rain showers slide off to our south and east. We'll see some drier air helping to clear the skies. So abundant sunshine as we get into the lunch hour. Kids heading home from school. Here's another batch of clouds. We'll call it partly cloudy. Should be dry as the kids head home from school. And maybe a quick little splash and dash shower, if you will, working its way in that northwesterly flow pattern. But most will likely stay dry. Just don't be caught off guard if you get a couple of showers later on this afternoon. They'll kind of be hit and miss. And then overnight tonight, we'll have a brief moment of time where we'll be mostly clear. And here comes our next disturbance. Remember, I said Saturday is going to be a big change in the forecast. Yeah, Old Man Winter's going, hold on, people. We're not done with you yet. 'Tis the season. This is my season, says Old Man Winter. And lo and behold, he's going to make a presence tomorrow. We start tomorrow morning off with temperatures above freezing. We'll be in the mid to upper 30s, some pockets of low 40s. So not a bad start to the day, but not a warm day either. We'll likely have a high temperature early, right around noon to about 2 or so. Typically, our highs are between 3 and about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So a little bit of an early high. It's not going to be a warm day. We're only going to top out in the low to mid 40s, but we're going to have the wind with us tomorrow, and that's going to provide us with some wind chill values, mainly in the 30s. Kind of an indoor kind of Saturday, although it's not going to be a terrible day. Now, we do have a chance for some light rain showers here in the valley. Can't rule out some drizzle, some mist, and maybe a couple of passing light showers in the valley. I'm not expecting a lot of rain, but the atmosphere is saturated in low levels, just not all the way down to the surface. So what does that mean? Well, that just means that we'll probably see some light rain, drizzle, or mist. But the mountain counties will likely see some snow showers above 3,000 feet. High temperatures, low to mid 40s on Saturday. Who's ready for that? Says no one ever. Are you ready for that? You ready for that? I'm not ready for that. I'm ready for the warm weather. Next week's going to be great, and I'll highlight that here in a moment. Tomorrow, again, because temperatures will be hovering in the low to mid 40s, the winds will be gusting to about 20, 25, maybe up to about 30 miles per hour during the day. And that northwesterly flow as that cooler air or that chillier air starts to swing its way on through. And that's what's going to give us the wind chill values only in the 30s tomorrow. Remember I said there's a chance for some snow? Yeah, maybe a couple of flurries across the Cumberland Plateau. We don't start Saturday off that way, okay? It's going to be a process through the day. So as we head through the day, we'll see that batch of moisture come on through as I just showed you. And that may produce a couple of flurries across the plateau, not expecting much in the form of accumulations. But the higher elevations, the mountains, 1 to 2 possible. Above 3,000 feet across the highest peaks of the Smokies. Maybe a dusting up towards Washington counties and Unicoi counties. But that really should be the extent of it on Saturday. And as I mentioned, it's a quick little cold snap, my friends. The rain's going to move its way out. The cold's going to move its way on out. The temperature's warm nicely. Sunday is going to be a great day. Great day for a Sunday fun day. We'll highlight your big picture forecast coming up here in just a moment, but I do have to give a big shout out to Walland Elementary School. I told you I went there yesterday. Take a look at this. Talked to the second, I think they were 2nd through 5th graders in that class. Big old group of kids. 3rd through 5th graders, I think it was. Anyways, had a great time talking at Walland Elementary School. Stay with me. I got a cool photo to share with you here in a moment. These were all the teachers. Obviously, I highlight the teachers. We always take a picture with the teachers because our kids wouldn't be in school doing what they're doing and learning what they're doing without the amazing teachers that we have in our community. So thank you, teachers. And then, of course, I had to go to the office. They wanted a picture, too, so I had to go to the office with the school resource officer. Cool people. Great bunch of people right there. So, Wallen, thank you so much. But how about this picture? You ready for this? It's not Thursday, it's Friday, but we're going to do a throwback Friday here this morning. This was 12 years ago. Do I look like a baby? And the two teachers on the right are no longer there, but the two teachers on the left, Sandra is one of them. I forget the other one. I apologize. On the left-hand side, that was 12 years ago. And then, how about just the other day? And we're pointing at her picture from 12 years ago. Isn't that crazy? We haven't aged a bit, have we? They haven't. I sure have. Anyways, Wallen, thanks so much for having me out. I got a bunch more school visits coming up. So if you've reached out to me about school visits, don't worry. I'm going to be getting to work with the emails throughout the day today, and we'll highlight that. Anybody have any travel plans around the region? Let's go to the regional picture here this morning. There goes our cold front. It moves its way on out, giving us increasing sunshine throughout the day. But again, here comes our next little front, our next little wave of energy. That cold front's going to usher in the colder air as we get into the weekend. So that stays to the north of us today. Highs around the region, not bad. Even Indianapolis, Columbus, Lexington, Louisville, Cincinnati, Nashville, Memphis, Atlanta, we're all going to be in the 50s and 60s. But this trough starts to swing its way on through. Notice the top hand side of the screen where it says forecast. Just above that, you see some darker some lighter shades of blue. That's that colder air. Watch this. As we get into our Saturday, here comes that disturbance. It's going to dive its way on in. That's what provides us lift in the atmosphere. That's what's going to bring us the clouds, the chance for snow, and yes, even the colder air. We'll highlight forecast high temperatures here in a moment. But here's your future cast. That disturbance slides its way off to the southeast. Again, a couple of light rain showers here in the valley. Can't rule that out, but most likely to see a few flurries across the plateau and some mountain snow showers. And then high pressure builds back in, and that's going to leave us with a gorgeous Sunday. So if you have travel plans throughout the day on Sunday, it is going to be fantastic. So don't forget the sunglasses. High temperature Saturday, big old trough digs its way on in. That's what's going to drop our temperatures on Sunday, but we rebound quickly on Sunday, and that's going to make for a rather nice day. And so notice those 70s to our south and west on Sunday. Those are going to work our way. When you look at our rain chances, of course, we're keeping about a 20% chance as we get into Saturday and Sunday. Tuesday, not really likely to see a whole lot of activity, but notice Wednesday. That's what I want to highlight. Wednesday's rain chances are bumped up. Here's the latest information from the Storm Prediction Center. They've issued a 15% probability of the risk for severe weather. Not saying what kind of severe weather right now, too far out in time, but they issue, risks down the road. And so we do have a risk for some isolated strong thunderstorms. I think the majority of it will be down in the Mississippi, Alabama, maybe Memphis and Nashville area. I'm not anticipating at this moment any major severe weather risk on Wednesday, but subject to change. With warm temperatures, we have higher humidity levels, got a storm system on the way. We're heading into spring. Yeah, we're heading into severe weather season. And that's why on Sunday through all next week, I'll be highlighting for the National Weather Service Severe Weather Awareness Week. We'll be talking about NOAA weather radios, lightning safety, tornado safety, the difference between a watch and a warning, just in case you don't understand that, which I think most of us do, but we're going to highlight it anyways, just kind of recapping all that severe weather potential. All right, your temperature trend, the big cool down comes through tomorrow with a high again only in the 40s, wind chill values in the 30s, but we rebound quickly as we get into our Sunday. We're back into near 60, mid 60s on Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to be in the low 70s. That's going to be awesome, despite the risk for some strong thunderstorms. So we'll keep you posted on that. The coldest day comes through Sunday morning. So if you're heading off to church on Sunday morning, it is going to be rather chilly. You'll need the winter jackets, but we can put the winter jackets away as we get into our Tuesday, Wednesday morning because, well, lows will come into the 50s and to near 60. So a nice little push of warm air. Looking ahead from the Storm Prediction Center, the Climate Prediction Center, still looking at the possibility to round out the month of February, start the month of March with the chance of above average temperatures. If you got the forecast and that's all you need to know, we sure hope you have a great day. Time to hit the road. I'll highlight the TDOT cameras once again here this morning. And you can clearly see that we do have some very soggy conditions on the roadways here to get this morning started. But the good news is it doesn't appear, as I checked just a moment ago, we do have an accident. Let's go back to this. So it looks like we've got an accident right now. Interstate 40 eastbound in Knox County. Single vehicle crash, mile marker 374. So that's going to be right there at Level Road. We'll take a look at that Level Road camera and highlight that back up here at this hour. So there's the accident right there, 40 and Level Road. I wonder if they hydroplaned with all the water, standing water on the roadway. So that is a possibility, something to keep in mind. Now, as we go back on the interstate, here's what it looks like. Big old mess on the interstate. That's Interstate 40 on the the eastbound lane of Interstate 40. So from Campbell Station Road to Level Road, a big slowdown here this morning. But then once you get past that, everything is running smoothly at this hour. All right, we sure hope you have a great Friday. Make sure you tune in tomorrow morning for Wake Up with Witcher. We'll be highlighting the snowfall. We'll be highlighting the colder air. And then each and every day next week, of course, we're talking Severe Weather Awareness Week, and we'll highlight the risk for strong to severe thunderstorms possibly by next Wednesday. Good morning, Katrina and Felicia. Happy Friday, everybody. Got the same old on here this morning. Good morning. The kitchen is open. TK's Gourmet Food Wagon. Tom and his wife are back at it here this morning, getting ready for the weekend and the food truck. Where are you going to be heading to, Tom, this weekend? Are you doing anything today or this weekend? How many events do you have coming up? Let us know so we can pass it along. Maybe folks in and around where you will be will come support your local business and your food truck. Julie says, sure could use one of your umbrellas this morning. Yeah, you could. Well, they're in order, and they're coming. They are coming, my friends. Kimberly says, man, the rain is really coming down this morning. It is. Saw some decent rain, but it's not going to last too much longer. Brenda made some soup yesterday. No, homemade soup for tomorrow. Excuse me, not yesterday, tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a good soup day, maybe a chilly day. Good indoor kind of a day. Maybe make some sort of indoor plans if you have kids to do something on the inside. It's quiet in Talbot this morning, says Jerry. The rain and wind woke her up early this morning at the wee bit hours of the morning. And she sure hopes everybody has a great day. Thanks, Jerry, for the information here. Stephanie, good morning from North Crossville. Looking forward to the weekend, except maybe a few flurries. Stephanie, if you get some flurries, let us know. Join us for Wake Up with Witcher starting at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Ned, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Ned says, I have cute lips. Do I have cute lips? I need some chapstick, I think. And whenever you order some merch from me, by the way, you do get some chapstick. It is wintertime, and it's got some SPF, so in the summertime, you can use it too. Rebecca's going to be heading up to the Knoxville Symphony tonight. Date night with the hubby. Oh, that sounds like a nice night. It's going to be a great night for that. Remember, temperatures will be in the 50s. Not too bad. Where are you guys going to go to dinner, Rebecca? Do you know? Let us know. We're going to be heading off to dinner. Any new restaurants that you may be heading off to, or are you going to eat before you go out? No, it's date night. Surely you're going to go out and eat some dinner out. Lee's going to be working today. The golf course is soggy this morning, Lee, but should dry out a little bit here throughout the day today. And with a little bit of a breeze, you got to realize wind is an evaporative process. And so when we have wind, it evaporates the moisture on the ground pretty quickly. Oh, just a side note. Did you know that we are actually back in fire season? You know, we have fire season in October, right? Well, our spring fire season has begun. It started February 15th and runs through May 15th. Of course, we've had those fires in Townsend, and I'm trying to think where the other location was. Can't remember off the top of my head, but we've already had some fires. And so the drought's been, we've gotten rid of most of the drought around the area, which is good, but this is the season where you get more wind. We still have a lot of dry vegetation on the ground from the fall and the winter months, and so this is an elevated fire season, something to keep in mind. Also, before you burn, make a phone call, right? Call your counties before you burn. Lee said the wind snapped a tree yesterday on the golf course or in your neighborhood. Hey, Buck, I sure hope you have a great weekend as well, bud. What concert did you say you were going to tonight? Didn't you say you were going to a concert tonight or tomorrow? Kimberly says, I age gracefully. I doubt that, but I appreciate you. Yeah, Keith says, good morning. All these temps in the upper 50s and 60s are giving us some spring fever. Wait till next week when temps hit the 70s. Talk about some spring fever. This is always the time. This is always the tease time of the year, right? Where we get teased about spring, but we know that old man winter's not over yet. Now, I don't think we'll have any major cool downs or major snow events. Doesn't look to be that way. But it is weather. That's why when I go talk to the kids, I tell them, if I forecast the weather on a Monday, why do I have to forecast weather on a Friday? If I already forecasted Friday's forecast and the weekend on Monday, why would I have to forecast every day? Oh, that's right. Because the weather changes. It's dynamic. It's always changing. So we got to stay up to date on the latest and greatest, or the latest information, right? Oh, okay, so TK's Gourmet Food Wagon. Tom and his wife are going to be at Union County High School from 11 to 1, open to the public. So if you are going to be in Union County this morning from 11 to 1, you want to grab some lunch, what's on the menu here this morning? Tom, come on, give me more information. Don't make me ask, buddy. I'll come up there and give you a noogie. I'm bigger than you, Tom, and I'm not a big guy. I love you, buddy. Hey, let me know. Anytime you respond on here, Tom, let us know where you're going to be, what time you're going to be. and also the food menu. Got to pass that along. So hopefully I'll catch up with the chat and maybe he'll put the food menu on here. Fancy camera action. You know it. You know it, Vince. Tell your kids I said hi, Vince. Good morning, kids. Got Bobby Johnson on here from Sweetwater. Hey, by the way, for those of you that reached out to me yesterday about becoming a storm spotter with the National Weather Service, you got to get certified first and then becoming a storm spotter for East Tennessee Weather. We are going to set up a network of storm spotters. So if you have taken the class or the certificate, whether you attend in person or do it virtually, let me know. Send me your certificate, and then we'll add you to the group because I want a bunch of you, if you're willing and you want to be on TV, sometimes your voice, maybe sometimes on FaceTime or Zoom, we will be able to do that. I want to set up a network of weather nuts to be storm spotters for East Tennessee weather during severe weather season, where you could shoot me a quick text. We can chime you in to a quick Zoom or a FaceTime. We'll have to figure it out. So if you're willing, hit me up, mike@easttnweather.com, and label it Storm Spotter, okay? Subject title is Storm Spotter if you're interested in that. I will be highlighting some storm spotting sessions coming up. We've got another one coming up in 3 days. I believe that was, let me see. I'll see exactly where that was here real quick. Okay, so the next storm spotter class is in Blount County at St. Paul Lutheran Church Fellowship Hall. It starts at 6 o'clock. That's in the Maryville area, by the way. Starts at 6 o'clock, February 26th. After that, we've got February 29th in Hamblen County, Walter State Community College. March 5th, we have Knox County, so that's going to be a good one. That's at the Public Works Service Center Community Center. Community room anyways. And then March 14th, Roane County, and March 21st, Marion County. And so if you're interested, keep in mind you have to register online or you can do the virtual online, but I want you to become part of the East Tennessee Weather Storm Spotter program that I want to start as well to really highlight severe weather. So when severe weather moves in, say Bobby. Bobby texts me and says, hey, Witcher, we've got some nasty weather coming in right now. We've got half-inch hail. So I'll try to get Bobby, whether it be a phone or on the program itself with his face, and he will be able to give us information about what's going on in Maryville or Blount County or wherever he is, right? And so that's really going to be the story because you're going to be boots on the ground for me and the National Weather Service and our community. Remember, we're building this community here. And so when we get into severe weather, it's not going to be show and tell. It's not going to be me just being a presenter telling you the radar and saying, good luck, have a good day. This is a question and answer. This is a community-involved program here, and so I want you to get involved with that. If you are interested and don't mind being on TV or talking to me on TV, because it will be live, right? When we're doing severe weather coverage, that will be live. Bobby says he's going to be heading to Gatlinburg to hit up a bunch of restaurants. Businesses, though, not for fun. Business, not for fun. Bobby, what do you do? Hopefully the rain moves out. The rain's going to move on out. My drone doesn't like the rain. Bobby, what do you do? I need to know these things. You do a drone? You fly drones? Yeah, I've got to know more about this. And if this is the case and you have drones, you can send me drone video. And I'll be licensed to you. I won't pay for it, but I will highlight you and your business if that's what you do. Let me know, Bobby. Let's see. Jerry says, you're going to age like a fine wine. I do like some wine every once in a while. I'm not a big wine drinker myself, but every once in a while. But I appreciate you, Jerry. I do. But I think you're just being too nice. But I appreciate niceness. Katrina says, I want to plant flowers, but I know the cold might not be over. And yes, too early to do that for sure. The tree got knocked over on the golf course. Time to clean her up, Lee. Time to clean it up. All right, so TK's Gourmet Food in Union County at Union County High School from 11 to, I think you said, I forget, 1 o'clock or something like that, 10:30, 11 to 1:32. I have to go back in the chat, Tom. Sorry. He's doing a third-pound handcrafted burgers, all beef hot dogs, loaded fries with all the fresh sides. Now that, my friend, does not sound bad. I could use me a good burger right about now. I'm hungry. It's 7, not even 7:30 in the morning. I'm hungry. And no nookies, Tom says. You better watch it, pal. Katrina bought some seeds yesterday to get ready for planting. That's nice. Lee, I got your email. Yeah, I did get your email, so I was going to respond to that. I had a couple business meetings yesterday. I had a friend stop by the house that I've not seen in years. Well, not years, but we don't see each other very often. And so it was nice to catch up for about 30 or 40 minutes or so. And then he made his rounds around town. Tom, you crack me up. He says, we can't spell community without you, Mike. I don't know about that, but I am bringing the community together. That's what I want to do. It takes us all to work together. So Bobby says, we offer commercial cleaning services. Hood cleaning is the main service. Oh, okay, for restaurants. The large hoods, grease ducts, and fans on the roofs. Woo. NFPA fire prevention stuff. We inspect all the roofs and fans by drone. That is cool. Is that your business, Bobby? That is a really cool business. And necessary as well. We have been stuck on Dirty Jobs. My kids have fell in love with Dirty Jobs, by Mike Rowe. And so we've been watching Dirty Jobs every single day at an episode or two. And it's cool because it's entertaining, first of all. It's informative because we get to learn about things that happen like behind the scenes, the stuff that keeps our communities working every single day, from the sewer to what do we do with all of our trash or our tires or all those kind of things. And so the kids have really loved that program. So that's really cool stuff. Buenos dias, Jorge. ¿Cómo está? I know a little bit of Spanish. I took about 4 years of Spanish. Nice, Bobby. I like that. That's a cool service. Throw it out here on the chat. Maybe there's some restaurant owners or whatnot that need your service. Throw your business out here. Why not? You can do that. I'm okay with that. Katrina says she loves Dirty Jobs. I like to watch Dirty Jobs, not necessarily do the dirty jobs, right? But I do appreciate all the folks that keep our community running smoothly by doing the dirty jobs. Bobby says, I know all the clean places to eat. So start firing away. Let's go. All right, let's pick back up on the forecast here for the folks that I've seen a few folks chime in that maybe just want to get a quick update on the forecast. So here we go. Remember, today's going to be another warm day with temperatures in the 60s, still a little bit breezy. The rain moves its way on out. We'll see improving weather conditions. Quite a bit of sunshine, but can't rule out maybe a couple of spotty stray light showers as we get into the afternoon. Temperatures top out in the 60s. Here's another depiction of the wind. We pick up the wind here this morning. Winds are a little breezy, but going to become rather gusty as we get into the afternoon hours. You can see those darker shades of green picking up. So winds will be gusting 15 to 20, 25 miles per hour. Not nearly as windy as it was yesterday. And so I think as the kids head home from school and into the evening hours, we'll have the heftiest winds at the peak heating of the day, really. And then the winds will begin to relax as we get into the evening, but breezier winds expected tomorrow. And that's going to make for a rather chilly Saturday. So the morning rain showers move their way on out. We'll see increasing sunshine today. Tomorrow, another disturbance moves its way on in, bringing mainly some mountain snow showers. Can't rule out a couple of valley rain showers. More of a drizzle, misty, overcast, grayish kind of a day tomorrow. And a couple of flurries can't be ruled out for you folks on the plateaus. That's why I told Stephanie. If you see a couple of flurries in North Cumberland County, North Crossville, let me know. High temperature on Saturday is 45. Wind chill values only in the 30s. A good solid indoor kind of a day. Maybe if you're you're binge watching a program, tomorrow's a good day to do that. Especially after these 60s. You don't want to go back out in the 40s, right? But no major travel concerns tomorrow. 441 over the Smokies will likely be closed. We'll see what the National Park Service does. They close that typically whenever we are looking at some snowfall around the area. Sunday, we quickly rebound back into the 50s to near 60, and then all next week, look at these temperatures. We're going to be back into the upper 60s, even some low 70s. So do we hit our 70s for the first time of the year? And remember, as we get into next Wednesday, we do have a chance for some isolated strong to severe thunderstorms to roll their way through the area. Out there right now, we do have some rain showers still sliding their way from northwest to southeast. So we'll dive into the radar here for just a moment. If you're traveling throughout McMinn County, Bradley County, Chattanooga is dry, and it looks like it's going to stay dry for the time being. But if you're in the mountain counties, we do have those rain showers. So Alcoa to Maryville have seen some good bouts of rain. It is moving its way into Wallen and Townsend at this hour. Pigeon Forge, you're going to start to see some rain showers and heavier showers work their way on through. Gatlinburg, Pittman Center, you'd be next, and then it rolls its way into the mountain counties. As you come over to Knox County and surrounding areas, we do have the heavier showers down through Seymour. Chapman Highway, it's a soggy travel morning commute from downtown Knoxville through Seymour into Sevierville along Chapman Highway. John Sevier Highway is soggy as well along Highway 411 and also along the Parkway from Kodak through Sevierville. Kind of soggy. If you're traveling Interstate 40 from downtown through Jefferson County and towards Interstate 81, you're going to have rain pretty much the entire way. 11E, 11W have seen some good solid rain showers during the overnight hours. And then Upper East Tennessee, Northwest East Tennessee, dry conditions right now there. Northeast Tennessee, again, if you travel Interstate 81, we've got some heavier showers moving its way into the Kingsport area, Johnson City, Tri-Cities area. So if you're joining us from Churchill, Kingsport, some pretty good showers, good solid downpours right now. That moves its way over along Interstate 81 and then towards Johnson City, Bluff City, Elizabethton, and Unicoi, and into the Greenville area. So pretty much everyone's going to get some sort of rainfall here this morning. Another big picture of how this is all playing out. That's the last bit of rain. Once that moves its way on out, we'll see improving conditions with increasing sunshine throughout the day today. You all are amazing. I do appreciate you joining us here this morning. Bobby says, I know I clean all of the places. Kimberly hates getting dirty. Well, you've got a grandson, so good luck with that. Keith Smith says, hey, it's awesome to see how everyone is coming together on this platform. I 100% agree with you. And for folks that don't know what we do here, let them know. Pass along the word. Chat with them. Show them the East Tennessee weather app. Let them know that we get the forecast done. I don't screw around with not giving you the forecast, but I like to have conversations with you. If you know me, I'm a big talker. I like to talk to people. That is one of the things. Like when I was in high school, I was like one of the only friends. Here's a fun story, actually. So when I was in high school, I could go to the mall. I could talk to anybody at the mall, right? I always felt bad for when I saw people eating at restaurants by themselves. I always wanted to bring them and let them be included into my group of friends. And that's just who I was. But the caveat to that was when I told my mom that I was going into journalism, she thought I was nuts. She's like, no, you're not. I said, why? She goes, public speaking is like the worst thing for you. You freak out. You don't like it. And writing. Like, what are you doing going into journalism? You're going to have to do all those things. Well, I've clearly gotten over my public speaking fears. It took a long time. I used to get really nervous. Even going to school visits, I used to get really nervous. But with that said, I don't think I would be really nervous, I think, to give the forecast on the 50-yard line of Neyland Stadium, seeing 205,000 people just staring at me. I don't know how many people are staring at me. I see a camera, some lights, and a computer screen. That's all I see. But it's funny how you can get over your fears once you get into it and start to you force yourself to do things. That's how we grow. You can't grow without making mistakes, right? So you got to make mistakes. But if you learn from your mistakes, then that's where growth comes from. And that's what life's all about. Learning about yourself, learning about growth, learning about your friends, learning about our community. That's really what it's all about. Let's see. So Bobby says, let's see. Hold on. Let me go back to the chat here for a second. Keith, I appreciate that comment, by the way. Diana says, hello, good morning. Katrina, hope we won't be a very hot summer. Well, it's summertime. Listen, our average highs in the middle of summer are 88 degrees. That's pretty hot, especially when you factor in the humidity. So hope it's not too hot, but we'll see how it all plays out. We got Cindy joining us from Jacksboro. Good morning, Cindy. Glad you could join us this morning. Bobby says, everyone in the chat, if you know any restaurant owners or managers, tell them about us. We're a small business. I have 6 daughters, so I need all the work I can get. So again, he goes and cleans restaurants. He gets rid of all the grease. You clean the vents. You're really cleaning up to make that thing nice, right, Bobby? That is your business. What is your business called, and how can people get a hold of you? Throw it in the chat so people can see it. What is your business called, and how can people get a hold of you? We've highlighted Felicia. She's got her own little business on Facebook, but I think it's called Felicia's Crafty Creatures. Am I right, Felicia? Maybe I've got that right. See, we're learning each other. Each and every day, we start to learn about what we do, what we're all about, and that's why we're doing the meet and greets, right? So we can actually meet each other, see each other in person. By the way, I'm keeping the radar up there so everyone can have a good handle on what's going on out there right now. So we're just going to keep that up for a second while we hang out with the chat. But Bobby, let us know in the chat what it is. Under my business, well, let's see. I can't really understand what you're saying. Under my business name for 3 years. Worked with my dad's business for 15 years on the side. So plenty of experience, and I'm NFPA 96 certified. I don't know what that means, but if anybody else knows what that means, then there you go. It just sounds like you're certified. Who doesn't like hugs? Kimberly says, I like to talk and hug, and my husband gets frustrated with me. I know. My wife likes, her love language is, I forget all the love languages. Like touchy-feely. She needs attention. My wife does. That's not my love language. I like hugs. I love hugs. I think hugs are great. Actually, we have a really good friend who never liked hugs. And we came in the first time we ever met them. We're big huggers. And we're like, hey, what's up? How are you? And she was like, ooh, ooh, ah. Not a hugger. Now she's a hugger. So we've converted her to be a hugger. That's awesome. Hugs are the best. They make people feel good. Don't you think? Cody says, I have severe anxiety and it only gets worse when I get older. Ain't no way I could talk in front of people. Yeah, you could. Well, are you going to be anxious when you come to the meet and greet? There's going to be a lot of people there. We'll make you get up on the stage, Cody. I'll make you make a couple of announcements for me. I kid. I would never do that. You just have to force yourself into situations, and that's how you get over it, right? Practice doesn't make perfect, my friends. Practice only makes better. When we can only strive to be better, we can strive to be perfect, but we'll never be perfect because we're human beings. Amen to that. Felicia's looking forward to the warmer weather next week. Yeah, me too. Hey, Melissa's joining us from Powell. Glad you're on here. Why don't we see Bobby on here? Bobby has been on here. Tina? Let's see. You are coming, Cody. You have to come. And bring your girlfriend too. Oh, man, you guys are all awesome this morning. Hopefully you have a good weekend. It is finally Friday. Does that not have a great feeling to the air, even though it's rainy out there this morning? Remember, you can continue once we leave the broadcast here this morning. Remember, you can continue to check in on the East Tennessee Weather app. Now, I would assume at this point of the game that everybody that's joining us on the chat here this morning has likely downloaded the East Tennessee Weather app. I'm assuming that. But we know what assuming does, folks, right? It makes a beep out of you and me. Let's not do that. So I'm just not going to assume anymore, and I'm going to show you that, by the way, with the East Tennessee Weather app, you can click on the interactive radar right there. There are the storms. The cool thing about the interactive radar is it goes back in 2 hours. It starts out at the current time frame. It goes back 2 hours, pauses, and then goes into a future cast of 2 hours. So you can clearly see over the next 2 hours. Let me move this out a little bit. There we go. Watch this. Over the next 2 hours, these rain showers will pretty much fade away. So it's 7:40 in the morning, 7:41, and over the next 2 hours, bye-bye. Maybe hanging on to a few showers up towards, say, Cocke and Greene County over the next couple of hours as we get the tail end of that to move on out. But the heaviest rain will move its way on out. You can see, watch this. This is what's cool about it. And during severe weather season, this is what's going to be great. So Greenback, right there in the top center of your screen, we go through the 2 hour loop past, got some good solid rain showers, and then boop. See you later. Have a good day. Just a quick little tip and trick. Remember to click on the orange TN with the white lightning bolt in the top left-hand side of the screen, and that takes you back to the home page. As we get into severe weather season, please make sure that you've gone to your phone, you've turned on notifications for the East Tennessee Weather app. Why? Because you will get watches and warnings with the East Tennessee Weather app, issued by the National Weather Service, but they came right to your phone, and they're GPS located. So no matter where you are in the country, if there's severe weather or any kind of inclement weather moving into your area, as long as you have your notifications turned on, the East Tennessee Weather app will notify you all over the country. And if you're curious about any of those watches and warnings, you click on the little the three lines on top left-hand side of the screen, and notice at the very top you have weather alerts. You can click on those weather alerts, and they will be listed by the National Weather Service. So that's a great tool. And anytime I am broadcasting live for severe weather, well, of course, I will send out a push notification. But Where that's going to take you is this live 24-hour live weather channel. So if you click on that, that's exactly where I will be live. You'll never get any commercials leading up to it. When we're in severe weather season, my friends, it is straight up severe weather season. We do not run pre-roll commercials, so you don't have to wait for anything to pop up, which is great. Great, because nobody needs advertisements like that when life and property are in the threat for severe weather, right? All right. Kimberly says, can you get up and sing us a song on our meet and greet? Absolutely not. Now listen, give me a few beverages and I may do some karaoke, okay? Been known to do that in the years past. Used to love some karaoke. My song is Margaritaville. That's the song I sing. That one, and I think it's Ronnie Millsap. Ronnie Millsap. It's something about the rain. Smoky Mountain Rain. Smoky Mountain Rain's good. Those are always good ones. So Stephanie says, love the app. Last night got a notification that lightning was near, right? And it lets you know when it's within like 15 miles or so, which is a good indication because when you're that close to lightning, you need to step inside. So when the thunder roars, what do? You go indoors, right? Hey, everybody, give John a big old happy birthday this morning. It is John Ross's birthday. He is 35 years younger. I don't know exactly what that means, John, but happy birthday. From me, East Tennessee weather, and I'm assuming everybody on this platform, because you're going to start to get some birthday wishes. There you are, right there. See, this is the kind of community that we are. When it's your birthday, let us know. We'll give you a big shout out. Just makes you feel better, doesn't it? He's a baby. So are you saying you're 35 years old? Is that what you're saying, John? You are just a baby. I want to be 35 again. Melinda says, I love the app. I have my kids' location in it, so I know when they are getting severe weather alerts too. And that is exactly what you should do. If you have friends and family, if you have, some elderly parents or some kids across the country, you can put in those locations and you will get severe weather alerts for those locations. So then you can call your kids or your parents or your grandparents or whatnot and say, hey, just an FYI, just got a notification. Severe weather is moving into your area. So it's a great tool for that. Oh, Cha-Cha, that's right. Big congratulations to Bunny Noel, probably Bunny Noel, and Jonah Cheatham. Hopefully I said those names right. They are having a wedding today at 5 p.m. So should we give you a little wedding forecast, Cha-Cha? It's going to be great. Now there is, let's go. I just want to show you this because we might as well talk about being personable, right? Let's show you what this looks like. Here's what it looks like at 3 o'clock today. As we get into the 5 o'clock hour, there's 5 o'clock, Cha-Cha. I don't know where the wedding is, but there is a chance for a couple spotty showers. But hold on a second, because if it rains on your wedding day, that's supposed to be good luck. I don't know who invented that. But it may rain a couple of passing showers. Not a big washout, but maybe a couple of passing showers for the wedding this evening. And when you look at temperatures for wedding night tonight, starting at 5 o'clock, will be right around 60 degrees by 5. That's going to be nice. And as the wedding winds down, we'll see those temperatures drop into the upper 50s. So cool. Congratulations to Cha-Cha. And I think you said it was your kids. I believe you said it was your kids. To Bunny Noel and Jonah Cheatham. Hopefully I'm saying those names right. Oh, Bobby, you're right. Okay, so Bobby switched over to Facebook. He was posting on YouTube, on the live feed on YouTube. So maybe now everyone can see him in the chat. So Bobby, go ahead. And I still think that maybe it doesn't show up here. Yeah, you're right. It shows up for me. So I get both the Facebook pages, East Tennessee Weather and the Mike Witcher TV Facebook page, and I get YouTube all on my chat right here on the right-hand side of the screen. So I see them all, but you're right, Bobby. I didn't think about that. So if you want people to see what you're saying, so go ahead and resubmit what you said, what you do, what your business is. He cleans businesses, restaurants. And so if you're a restaurant owner, you know anybody with a restaurant, you can reach out to Bobby Johnson. Let's see. Keith says, do you know when you might get a widget added for the East Tennessee weather app for iOS? I'm assuming for like your lock screen and your watch. I'm assuming is what you're saying. Unfortunately, there's no widgets right now. You know, I'm going to the weather conference next week. So remember, next Friday and Saturday, I will be broadcasting live from Huntsville, Alabama. So I will be broadcasting from a hotel room, still doing exactly what I'm doing right now, but I will be in a hotel room giving you the weather forecast. Isn't that not cool? That's cool. We're taking weather on the road. So the weather computer company that that provides us all the weather data and all the graphics that you see, they are having a weather conference, and so that is what I'm going to be doing next week. It's a time to learn more about the computer system that I use every single day. Get ready for severe weather season. They let us know that new technology that's coming out, new information. We're going to talk about severe weather season and how that's going to be. Possibly translated to the southeastern U.S. So big weather conference next week. It's just 2 days, so Friday and Saturday. So I'll be broadcasting from Huntsville, Alabama in a hotel Friday morning and Saturday morning. So tune in. That should be a lot of fun. And I'll give you more information about the conference as the conference goes on. I'll be posting more on social media, some cool, fun, interesting facts along the way. So Keith, I will ask about that and find out when the widgets are coming for the East Tennessee weather app, because I would like that as well. But I don't really have a say in it. At this stage of the game, I'm having to rent certain products, if you will, right? But down the road, my goal is to purchase all my own products, my own app, or design my own app the way I think it should be. Although the current app with East Tennessee Weather is, I think hands down probably one of the best apps when it comes to weather. It's not loaded with a bunch of stuff. It's easy to navigate. It's got a lot of wealth of weather information on there as well. So, yeah, I'll find out about that, though, Keith, and I'll let you know next week. Chacha says, yeah, my husband and I were married on a rainy day. Yeah, my wife and I were married on literally the hottest day of the summer in 2008. It was 96 degrees, and we got married outside. Literally, it was raining sweat. Everybody was dying. I don't know why we did it. Leave it to the weatherman to get married outside on the August 3rd. Like, it was so hot and so muggy, and everybody, all my family and friends that came from Colorado were like, this is ridiculous. Not just getting married outside, but this heat and humidity is ridiculous. And I was like, yeah, well, I kind of like the humidity. I don't mind it. I miss Colorado summer nights because it cools off once the sun goes down. And so you can actually have a fire in the fire pit in the backyard every single night almost in the summer in Denver because it's high desert, right? So it cools off pretty quickly once the sun goes down. Here, not so much. It took me about a year or so when we would go out with our friends. When I first moved here in 2005, I would be wearing jeans, and I'd take a nice little light jacket with me everywhere we went, and all my friends were wearing shorts. And I'm like, well, who goes out to who goes clubbing in shorts? Well, they do. In the Southeast, you do, because it's so hot, your jeans just stick to you at nighttime. It just never cools off. A little bit more so here than the Gulf, but here's an interesting thing. I actually had a friend call me yesterday, and he said, I got a quick question for you, Witcher. And I said, what's that? And he goes, well, how does the wind blow? I was like, well, that's a great question. How does the air move? How does the wind blow? Why do we have wind? So I gave him the example of high pressure, low pressure. And when you have high pressure, you have excessive amounts of air over here. You have low pressure over here, so you don't have as much as high pressure. So the atmosphere is always trying to be in equilibrium. That's the goal of the atmosphere. It's always wanting to be in equilibrium. So you have more excess over here. High pressure says, hey, listen, I've got more over here. You need some over there, so I'm going to move some air over there. And that's technically, layman's terms, how the air moves, high pressure and low pressure. And, of course, the stronger they are individually and the closer they are together, the faster the wind blows. And I said, hey, listen, have you ever been to the beach? And he said, yeah, of course, we love the beach. I said, well, during the day, it's windy at the beach, right? And he goes, well, yeah. Why is that? I said, because of local high pressure and low pressure, not the big scale high pressure and low pressure that we're talking about bringing us showers and thunderstorms and whatnot, but localized. So the earth, when the sun comes up, heats up faster than the ocean waters. The ocean waters heat up very, very slowly, right? It takes all summer long to be at our max peak of ocean temperatures. And so because the air heats up faster on the earth, you get that air to rise. Well, when the air rises, what happens? You need to replace this air down here that rose. So the air moves in from the ocean and you get an onshore flow. And so it becomes breezy and windy and kite flying weather right there at the beach. But at nighttime, it reverses. So now the air gets colder, it sinks, it condenses down to the surface. This air is less dense out of the ocean, so you get a reverse effect and you get an offshore flow. And that happens daily at the beaches, especially in the summertime. And he goes, well, that's really cool. I can't wait to go tell my kids. I said, there you go. The more you know. Can you believe we've been sitting on here chatting for almost an hour? Like, time flies when you're having fun. And there's so many of you on here. I've seen some people come and go. I am going to send you back to the 24-hour weather channel here in just a moment. So for folks that just are kind of still trickling in, we get some trickle effect come right around 8 to 8:30. So I like to leave the channel on for a little bit so folks can get a little bit of information with the forecast that I put on there. Let's see. Cody says, as I've mentioned before, I didn't know that you mentioned this. Let's see. Hold on. Let's go back to the chat here for a second. Bobby says, where is everyone posting from as a whole? That would be Facebook. Either the Mike Witcher TV or the East Tennessee Weather Facebook page. There's only a couple of you that are posting from YouTube. So, Bobby, join us on Facebook. But don't forget to keep going to YouTube, though, Bobby, because that just helps everything out, you know? His business is johnsonsproclean.com. Thanks, Bobby, for passing that along. And Cody says, as I've mentioned before, we need a 24-hour clock added to the app. Cody, you work at the hospitals, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. You and my wife. I don't like this whole 24-hour clock thing. I do normal time and I do Zulu time. Those are the two clocks that I really understand. Of course, I know 24-hour time, but I could ask them about that. See if there's an option to be able to switch over to a 24-hour clock. I'll let you know. Kimberly says, Mike, you can wear PJs next Friday. Maybe I can. Maybe I will. Who's to say I'm not wearing PJs right now? Good morning, Tom. Tom, I got your email. He says, looking forward to being a weather nut. We'll drop you an email later today. Okay, yeah, you didn't email me. Yeah, drop me an email, mike@easttnweather.com. I'll get you on the list of some East Tennessee weather storm spotters. If you're willing and you want to join us on the program during severe weather events, you helped me out when I told the National Weather Service that I was trying to get a conglomerate of people who love weather and want to become part of a little storm spotter program that I'm putting together. They were like, that is so cool, because the more people that help you out are the more people that are going to help us out, because you'll help to pass along the information. And so it's really just all about community. So, Tom, hit me up later on today, mike@easttnweather.com. Make sure you put in the subject title, Storm Spotter, so I can kind of listen. I get a lot of emails every single day, and I apologize if I've not reached out to you, if I've not gotten to your emails yet, if I've not gotten to your chat messages yet. You know, I try to reply to almost every single one of you, at least like things that you do. But it is a full-time job, my friends. Tammy slept in this morning. She's just now joining. So, Tammy, you're catching the tail end. Don't worry. We've been chatting it up this morning. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. We're creating this cool environment. Bobby says, your app is phenomenal. I have a lot of expensive paid weather apps, again, due to work stuff, but yours I turn on the most. Thanks, Bobby. I appreciate that. And if there's ever anything that I do that you see that you want changed, like Cody's asking about a 24-hour clock, we're asking about the widgets for the phones or the watches, whatnot. If you have anything, if there's anything that's bothering you, if you don't like anything, listen, this is your platform. I'm just giving it to you. I created a platform for you. This is not my platform. This is your platform. So if there's something that you don't like, if there's something that you want me to change, let me know. We can make this product, the East Tennessee weather, better if we work together, right? Listen, I've been in the TV business for 24 years. I've got thick skin. I didn't have thick skin back in the day. It was hurtful when people would write you messages, yell at you, complain about the weather. People can be ruthless and mean, especially through social media and digital. You know, there's not that face-to-face. Would you ever go up to somebody and say, I don't like you? No, but they're hot minute. They can email that, no problem. Anyways, I don't know where I just got on that. I got on a tangent. Oh, I have thick skin. So, anyways, if there's something that you want, if there's something that you don't like, if there's something on the app that you want reordered, or on the website, the new website's coming along. So we're almost there, my friends, almost there. So we've got to wrap up the merch shop. Although I may just launch the website before the merch, and so it just may say coming soon here. Once we launch it, I'm going to have a blog on there where I write up the weather every day. So it's going to give you a long form discussion of the weather. It'll have weather maps there as well. The interactive radar is going to be front and center right there on the website, easttnweather.com. And so there are some cool things. And all the photos that you share with me will be highlighted on easttnweather.com as well. So we'll be able to go out and just view the different photos that you all share with us. I can't possibly get those all on the air every single day. I try my hardest. But if you ever want to send a photo, just open the app and go scroll down to Witcher's Pictures. And that's the best way to do it. Let's see. So Pat says, I don't have a business, but I make artificial floral arrangements and wreaths. That's really cool. I do funerals, memorial services, and small personal arrangements for birthdays and anniversaries. I've also done small wedding arrangements. That's really cool. So if you're ever looking for some artificial floral arrangements, hit Pat up on this chat. And I think that's about it. I sure hope everyone has a great day. Thanks for sticking around this morning. Thanks for the conversation. Cody says, I mean, just a clock in general on the app so you know what time it is. Yeah, but if you open your app up, don't you have a clock on your phone? The radar has a clock on it. Not a big one, but a little bit of one. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I'm trying to get a clock on my 24-hour weather channel too, because I think that's necessary. Chacha says, my husband wants to know why you left WBR. We love what you've been doing, loved you at BIR, and love this even more. That is why I'm doing it, because you love it even more, Chacha. I left the local TV stations because, A, I was getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Had been doing that for about 20 years. This old man is tired. Getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning is really hard. As my kids got older, it got really stressful in my house as we get closer to 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night, because I was counting down the hours that I was not getting of sleep. And you can't operate with 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night. It just doesn't work. You can't be a good person. You can't be a good husband. You can't be a good dad. You can't be a good friend. You can't do well at your job. And so that was number one. But then I had this opportunity to start a digital weather platform for East Tennessee. And I was like, that's hands down. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I've always wanted to open up a sandwich shop, actually, to be honest with you, called The Sandwicher. Yeah, how cool is that? My last name's Witcher. Get it? The Sandwicher. Because I love sandwiches. They're like one of my favorite things to eat. But, you know, that's a huge investment. It's a brick and mortar. It's a lot of overhead. And it wasn't my passion. Weather and my community is my passion. And so I knew what I've learned over the years working in the broadcast world, that I could take all that information and then multiply that information by tenfold by doing the things that I'm going to be doing, i.e. setting up the cameras, i.e. having the chat, being conversational, setting up this community that we're all involved in. Severe weather is going to be totally different, where it's going to be a chit-chat severe weather. You're going to help guide me through the radar because you're going to ask me questions. You're going to give me reports like Tom and Bobby and everybody else wants to become part of the Storm Spotter program with East Tennessee Weather. You know, that's the kind of environment I'm building. I could never possibly do that in the other broadcast world. It just doesn't work. We're limited on time. There's too many cooks in the kitchen. There is only one cook in this kitchen, my friends, as of right now. The goal is to hire down the road, but, you know, you got to make some money before you can hire down the road. So, Cha-Cha, that is why I left. I am a community member as well as you are. And so for me, being a broadcaster the way I was for so many years, I was a presenter. Didn't feel like I was part of the community. You did, because I was in your house every day. I was in your bedrooms and bathrooms and kitchens and living rooms and family rooms. So you thought I was part of the community, but I didn't feel like I was a part of the community as I am with East Tennessee Weather. Does that make sense? That's 100% why I decided to do it. And you know what? And the reason why it's 100% free is because weather is free. We all have weather on our cell phones. Why would I even try to charge you for weather? That is silly. Everything I do is 100% free to you, with all the support from local businesses here in East Tennessee. You are not going to see a bunch of Google AdSense. You're not going to be able to see a bunch of nonsense ads ever on my platforms. That is the goal. You're not going to see those. Every advertisement that you see is a small business that lives in East Tennessee, that resides here. And that's why I say, if you get a chance, you see these small businesses on the bottom left-hand side of the screen scrolling through. You see the 24-hour channel and some of the commercials. You know, if you're looking for a car, go check out Rusty Wallace Automotive Group. Help them out. They're helping me out. You know, if you're looking for a new home, go talk to Mike Stevens Homes. He built this studio. If you're looking for new windows and doors, check out Knoxville Windows and Doors. Need an attorney? How about Burks and Ogle? These are all local people that live in our community. So I'm helping them spread the word of their business, and they're helping me spread the word of my business. Seems to be a pretty good symbiotic relationship, don't you think? Rather than a one-sided relationship that I felt I had over the years. Didn't like that. Gave me a great platform, gave me great training to where I am today. But that's 100% why I chose to do what I did. A, to sleep. That was number one. Number two, to provide you better weather information. The number one thing that we all have in common. The one thing that we all have to deal with every single day. The one thing that is the one topic of conversation among adults. It is everywhere. It is weather. Now, I know the joke is that I get paid to be wrong 50% of the time. I get it. But we all know the truth that that's not. I mean, that was the joke back in the day because we didn't have as much knowledge in computer and science and technology to provide us with the information that we currently have today, right? And it's only going to get better. But do I always think that you need a person in your community to provide you the weather information? I do. I think no matter how much technology or AI or anything comes down the road, I still think you need a person that's lived in the community, that understands the environment, understands the nuances, understands the microclimates, understands how the storms evolve as they work through East Tennessee. I still think that you need that person, at least in my lifetime and in your lifetime as well. Maybe my kids, when they get older, maybe it may be a different story. We'll see. But I still think that you need somebody in our community to have the compassion, the knowledge, the resources to give you the information that we all have to rely on every single day. Now, when it's sunny and quiet and dry, you know, my viewership goes down, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. This is why this is weather when you want it. That's my motto. East Tennessee weather when you want it, not when I'm here to give it to you. Now, sure, I broadcast certain times of the day. Sure, I post things certain times of the day. But the app and the website and whatnot, it's available all the time. It's weather when you want it. That's why I have the daily forecast. I update it constantly throughout the day to make sure you understand exactly what's going on. Oh, Steve says, good wet morning from Kingsport. Yeah, you guys got soaked up there, didn't you? He goes, I worked in TV news in Johnson City for 10 plus years. You did. What did you do up there, Steve? Were you a meteorologist? Because I know Mark Reynolds. Did you work with Mark Reynolds? Anyways, I didn't mean to get on a little tangent there. I just, Cha-Cha asked a question, so I thought I'd just give you the information. Kimberly, you crack me up. You guys are all so awesome. And it's you that makes it getting up easy every single day to produce this platform. This is not easy work to do weather 24 hours a day for our community. It's not easy. But anything that is worthwhile doing is not going to be easy, right? Any successful person knows that there's hard things to do. There's going to be hardships along the way. And trust me, I've had those hardships. Remember the day number one that when I launched, I got shut down on YouTube. Everything just kind of blew up in my face. And I've been refining and fine-tuning ever since then, and I will continue to do that, i.e. the new website that's coming up soon. Kimberly says, you've learned a lot throughout the year, so why not do your own thing? And that's exactly what I'm doing. Katrina says, you're more one-on-one with us than you ever were on TV. 100%. That's absolutely it. Cha-Cha says, glad you did it. You're amazing. Thank you, Cha-Cha. I appreciate it. And tell your hubby I said hi. Now go give him a big hug and some snuggles and tell him that he has to give you some hugs and snuggles. And he'll be like, ooh, ew. Just kidding. Tell your hubby I said hi. Carol says, great just to get the weather. Well, and some conversation in the community as well, right? Carol? Judy says, proud of you and your courage. I mean, you guys are amazing. Seriously. Always have enjoyed you since your move to East Tennessee. Tom says, I should have been a weatherman. My wife says I'm wrong 90% of the time. You do know Mark. He's a good guy. Yeah, he's great. I actually talked to him yesterday because I was trying to see, they have the Barron weather computer system that I have. I was trying to see if he was going to go to the weather conference next weekend. He said he's going to try. You were a morning director. Oh, Steve. I loved my morning director. I mean, I get it. You talked a lot about us anchors, didn't you, in the background? I know you guys. Producers are going, rap. You're like, I'm just going to take commercial. Glad you did what you did, but 3 a.m.'s awful, isn't it, Steve? Awful. And it's a tough business to be in. TV world, TV land's a tough business to be in. It's pretty cutthroat for sure. But what do you do now, Steve? Let me know what you do now. Hard things produce great results, says Tom. I agree with you, for sure. Tarina says, I enjoy the conversations you do with all of us. Well, good. I mean, we've been talking for an hour and 9 minutes, for crying out loud. Are you kidding me right now? I should probably shut my mouth. All right, TK's got to go. I got to go too. Got some meetings to attend, but I've got a lot of you on here this morning, so I do appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you for making my day the best day. Every day, you make my day the best day. I appreciate that. Well, my kids make it the better day. No offense. Got a hierarchy here, people. My wife makes it even a better day, right? Because my wife and I were first, kids were second. That's how we present life. If there's not us, then there's not going to be us and kids, right? So it's us first, kids, and then you all. Sorry, there's got to be some hierarchy somewhere, right? Listen, a happy wife is a happy life, my friends. Listen, if she's not happy, I'm not happy, you're not going to be happy, no one's going to be happy, and then boom, it all blows up in our face. All right, my friends, I know you are all awesome. We still do have an incident on the interstate here, and we have some slowdowns over into Farragut on Kingston Pike. This is a live look there. So slow traffic on the eastbound lane of Interstate 40 from basically Watt Road. Look at this. This is all the way down to Watt Road. So anybody traveling on the eastbound lane, it is going to be slow going. That goes basically from the 75-40 split all the way to Level Road. We have some slowdowns in and around Cedar Bluff. See, I told you once we get to 7:45, 8 o'clock, that's when traffic really starts to bog down. That's a live look at 40 in Cedar Bluff. I'll fix the screen today, so sorry about that. I know it's like half screen for you all. We do have an accident right now showing up there at 40 and Paper Mill. That is slowing traffic down here this morning as well. We also have a lot of slow-going traffic on the 640 and 40 interchange. That always gets bogged down right there off of, look how much of a slowdown that is. But that's always a slowdown this time of the day in that part of East Tennessee. So that would be 640 trying to connect to Interstate 40. So slowdowns there. And we also have some pretty big slowdowns on 275 right around Oldham Avenue and Baxter Avenue. And that stretches all the way over to the east side of town. So like 4th and Gill, that's a live look there at 40 and Hall of Fame. So slow going traffic here this morning. Lots of red out there this morning. Do travel safely as we get started and get going on this good old finally Friday. Happy Friday again, everybody. It is now 11 minutes after 8 o'clock. We sure hope you have a great day. Thanks for the conversation. Join me on social media throughout the day. Subscribe to YouTube. Make sure you download the East Tennessee weather platforms on all the platforms. If you have Roku TV, just download it, even if you don't watch it there. If you have Amazon Fire, just download it, even if you don't watch it there. Subscribe to YouTube. Go like and share everything, and let everyone know about East Tennessee weather. Tell them that we get the weather information and we have great conversation. That's what it's all about. We are one big, amazing community right here in East Tennessee. I always say it. I'll say it again. Be safe. Be kind to each other. Life is short, my friends. Have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine and bundle up tomorrow with highs only in the 40s and wind chills in the 30s. But we'll talk about it tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock for Wake Up with Witcher. See you soon.
When you're ready for replacement windows, we offer high-quality, energy-efficient windows in many styles and colors. We want to help you improve your home's curb appeal. Free in-home estimate with upfront prices. No games or gimmicks. No high-pressure sales tactics. Double hung, picture, slider, casement, and architectural shapes. We offer them all. We've got a window for every home and a window for every budget.
Hey folks, it's Brian from Rusty Wallace Kia on Alcoa Highway. We're kicking off the new year right. You'll save more than ever before in 2024. The price won't be the problem with deals like these. Get rates as low as 0.9%. Get $7,000 over KBB value for your trade. Plus, every new Kia comes with Rusty's exclusive, no-charge 200,000-mile warranty. And don't forget, the price will not be the problem at Rusty Wallace Kia on Alcoa Highway.
You're watching East Tennessee Weather, powered by Rusty Wallace Automotive Group.
Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. Sure hope you have a wonderful and safe day. It's going to be a sunnier day, breezy, warm for sure. There's a slight chance for an isolated stray light shower, but a nice Friday. So enjoy it because, well, Old Man Winter's taking a little turn on us as we get into our Saturday. Cold and breezy with a chance for some light rain and some light mountain snow showers. Next week, big old warm up on the way, but also the possibility of some big time storms. So we're going to highlight that in a lot more detail coming up over the next 30 minutes. So stick with me. I'll keep you up to date on that. Here we go. Your forecast for this Friday. We start off with some wet roads. We have some early morning showers. Those move on out. We'll see increase in sunshine. Temperatures top out into the low 60s. The wind, not nearly as windy as it was yesterday, but still a little breezy at times. Winds will be gusting about 15 to 20 miles per hour, but that's going to help to boost our temperatures into the upper 50s to low 60s. And a nice evening ahead of us as well. For the evening rush hour, we're in the upper 50s. Get into the 8 o'clock hour, low 50s and upper 40s by 10 o'clock tonight. As I mentioned, enjoy the sunshine, the warmer, breezy weather throughout the day today because Old Man Winter is making a return tomorrow. We'll talk details on that, plus your 3-day forecast, highlighting the entire weekend. That's coming up in just moments. As we head through the overnight hours, we're going to continue to see partly cloudy to mostly clear skies as we get into the sunrise hour, but the clouds will quickly fill their way back in. Why? Well, we have another disturbance on the way, and that disturbance is going to bring in the colder air. It's going to bring us some light rain showers and more so some mountain snow showers. Now, Saturday morning, we start off with temps in the 30s, so we're above freezing, but chilly for sure. Through the day on Saturday, we'll see those temperatures climb into the low to mid 40s, so it's going to be an early high temperature, and then we'll see those temps come down pretty quickly. But because we're going to have temps in the 40s, we're still going to have a little bit of a breeze, and so wind chill values will only be in the 30s. You can see our futurecast picking up on a little bit of that light moisture activity. Not a ton of activity expected. Low grade clouds are going to be with us, and maybe a little bit of light rain, but more so some mountain snow showers will be developing around the area. High temperatures only make it into the 30s and the 40s. Again, wind chill values will be in the 30s because the winds are going to be gusting anywhere from about 25 to 30 miles per hour at times during the day, and then the winds will relax as we get into our Saturday night and through the day on Sunday as well. We could see a few flurries on the plateau, but likely to see about 1 to 2 inches across the highest peaks of the Smokies, and that really should be about the extent of it. So we'll go with highs in the low 60s today. Enjoy that. That's going to be nice because tomorrow it's going to be cold and blustery, wind chill values in the 30s, but we rebound really quickly into our Sunday back to near 60. And how about some 60s and 70s? Those are on the 7-day forecast, but also a chance for some stormy weather for the middle part of next week. I'll highlight that with the big picture weather pattern coming up in just about 5.5 minutes. I'll be right back. to recap those weather headlines for just a moment, then we'll take you to the big picture weather pattern to show you how this is all evolving over time on the larger scale. But remember, we're going to see increase in sunshine, a slight chance for a late day shower, not expecting much. Cold weather expected on Saturday, warmer weather on Sunday, and next week, really warm spring-like weather is on the way. But with that said, we also have a chance for maybe some midweek strong thunderstorms. So we'll be talking about that here in a moment. As you see, our cold front's going to swing its way on through, but here comes our next little weather maker that's going to move its way in on Saturday. That's what's going to draw in the colder air on Saturday and really drop those temperatures, bring us some wind, and bring us a little bit of moisture as well. So that's probably the worst day on the 7-day forecast, if you will. You can see temperatures today are going to top out in the 50s and 60s. Big old trough swings in. That's going to drop our temps into the 40s on Saturday. And then we rebound quickly on into our Sunday. So Sunday is going to be a nice day to get out and enjoy some sunshine. Notice about a 20% chance for some showers over the weekend. Not expecting a whole lot. It's not going to be a big precipitation maker, but it is going to be a big cold maker. Now, Wednesday into Thursday of next week, we're going to be tracking another storm system that will dive its way into the area. I'll highlight that in a moment. Here's our Saturday storm system, little upper level wave swinging its way on into the area. That's what's going to help to produce the clouds and also the light snow showers. More snow up into Kentucky, but again, some light snow showers across the mountains of East Tennessee. Maybe a couple of sprinkles or some light rain showers here in the valley. And then high pressure builds on in into our Sunday. And that's going to leave us with really some nice weather. Late Sunday into early Monday, another little wave moves its way on through, producing more cloud coverage than anything else. That really should be about the extent of it. But remember, I said those rain chances ramp back up on Wednesday. Well, the Storm Prediction Center, they're the ones who issue the big risk across the country for severe storms. Well, they're already highlighting day number 6, and that would be Wednesday, as a 15% probability of some isolated strong thunderstorms. And notice East Tennessee's under that. The bullseye is going to be a little bit further to our west. Some of the latest model guidance, I don't think we'll have a huge risk right now, but definitely subject to change, so make sure you check back in. Temperature-wise, it's going to be warm. We're talking temperatures in the 70s Tuesday and Wednesday. The coldest day is tomorrow with a high of only 45. Sunday morning is going to be the chilliest morning, down to 27. And then those morning lows warm nicely as we get into the middle part of next week, as we get that push of warm air. And it looks like we're still going to be rounding out the month of February, starting the month of March, on the above average side. So we're subject to change for sure, but we're always here for you right here on East Tennessee Weather. Thanks for checking in. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the forecast again for the day today into the upcoming weekend. We'll highlight that weekend forecast here in just a moment. We start off on the warmer side, not a bad start to our Friday, and it's really going to be a nice afternoon. Plenty of sunshine, so don't forget the sunglasses. You'll need those. Temperatures do climb into the 60s. It is still going to be a little bit on the breezy side, so not nearly as windy as it was yesterday, but the wind does pick up back up throughout the day tomorrow. You can see our winds are going to be out of the west-northwest throughout the day today. Not a big cool down, but the winds will be gusting anywhere from about 15 to 20, 25 miles per hour throughout the afternoon. Saturday, we start off with mostly cloudy skies, partly cloudy skies, increasing clouds, so it's going to be an overcast gray day. We'll squeeze out that moisture into the mountains, producing some light snow showers. A few flurries across the plateau can't be ruled out. Here in the valley, maybe a couple of light rain showers, and the mountains will pick up about 1 to 2 inches of snowfall. So highlighting that weekend forecast, Saturday is going to be the chilliest day with a high of only 45, wind chill values only in the 30s. It's going to be much colder for sure with some mountain snow showers, but we rebound really quickly as we head into our Sunday afternoon. Have a great day and enjoy your weekend.
folks, it's Jake from Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville. We're kicking off the new year right. You'll save more than ever before in 2024. The price won't be the problem with deals like these. Get rates as low as 0.9%. Get $7,000 over KBB value for your trade. Plus, every new vehicle comes with Rusty's exclusive, no-charge 200,000-mile warranty. And don't forget, the price won't be the problem at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
When you're ready for replacement windows, we offer high-quality, energy-efficient windows in many styles and colors. We want to help you improve your home's curb appeal. Free in-home estimate with upfront prices. No games or gimmicks. No high-pressure sales tactics. Double hung, picture, slider, casement, and architectural shapes. We offer them all. We've got a window for every home and a window for every budget.
You're watching East Tennessee Weather. Weather when you want it.
Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. Sure hope you have a wonderful and safe day. It's going to be a sunnier day, breezy, warm for sure. Slight chance for an isolated stray light shower, but a nice Friday. So enjoy it because, well, Old Man Winter's taking a little turn on us as we get into our Saturday. Cold and breezy with a chance for some light rain and some light mountain snow showers. Next week, big old warm up on the way, but also the possibility of some big time storms. So we're going to highlight that in a lot more detail coming up over the next 30 minutes. So stick with me. I'll keep you up to date on that. Here we go. Your forecast for this Friday. We start off with some wet roads. We have some early morning showers. Those move on out. We'll see increase in sunshine. Temperatures top out into the low 60s. The wind, not nearly as windy as it was yesterday, but still a little breezy at times. Winds will be gusting about 15 to 20 miles per hour, but that's going to help to boost our temperatures into the upper 50s to low 60s. And a nice evening ahead of us as well. For the evening rush hour, we're in the upper 50s. Getting into the 8 o'clock hour, low 50s and upper 40s by 10 o'clock tonight. As I mentioned, enjoy the sunshine, the warmer, breezy weather throughout the day today because Old Man Winter is making a return tomorrow. We'll talk details on that, plus your 3-day forecast, highlighting the entire weekend. That's coming up in just moments.